Hey everyone, welcome aboard. Phoenix A320 as usual. Flying a little bit of a special procedure into Bergen today. So we're flying the RNAV November, runway 17, which has got a little bit of an S-turn on a short, long, medium final. Honestly, it's medium final. So the airport is somewhere down there, I believe, and we're basically following a track here. I believe it's along the fjords, yeah, so it's basically giving us maximum... so we're not overflying any built-up areas, essentially. We contact tower at some point. We've got the ATIS information here, Flesland information, India, time 21:20, expect whiskey approach runway 35. We've already asked for 17, so that's fine. And the QNH is 1005. Going to set 3,000 feet, and then we're going to go inbound to Gilver, just following a DME arc for now. We could take direct Gilver, but I'd rather just I'm going to do that now actually, because this is unnecessarily annoying arrival route. So Gilver's over there. Do you have the wrong way in sight? Not yet. We're inbound Gilver though, there we go, so we'll set approach on now. Going to descend normally down to 3,000 feet, and we're just going to follow this profile now. Just avoid us doing that big S bend. So charts wise, this is what we're going to be flying, so it's basically inbound to Gilver, and BR406, BR407, left turn, and we think we've got between 404 and runway is about 3.4 miles. So we'll aim for gear down at 406, which is 8.3 miles. And we'll aim to be more or less stabilised and configured by that point as well. So inbound Gilver now. Arrival routing wise, we're basically ignoring this whole nonsense here. I'm just going to fly along this valley almost visually. Airport then is here. What have we got each end? We've got 160 feet at this end and 147 at this end, so we've got a 20-foot drop over the runway, so it's a downhill runway, but use medium auto brake to give us a little bit more braking power. Let's just have a look back at the view, really. So we're coming in over Leknes now, to go inbound to Gilver. Runway not in sight yet. I actually need to tune up the ATC, so he is on 1191. Okay, runway slowly coming into sight there. I could just about see it ahead. That's the runway there. We're tuned 1191. Bergen Tower, Finnair 45 Bravo, just passing Gilver 4,000 feet for runway 17.
Finnair 45 Bravo, Flesland Tower, good evening. Wind 3, correction, wind 030. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Wind 030 degrees, 4 knots, runway 35, clear to land.
Again, Finnair 45 Bravo, again, runway 17, sorry.
Yeah, correction, 17, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 17, Finnair 45 Bravo. So yeah, 030 degrees, 4 knots, that's an inconsequential wind. You can basically land in any direction with that, so we will. There's the final lap. We're going to set flaps 1 now. As I said, we're going to aim to have gear down BR406 and be more or less configured. Now you can kind of see why we're going to do this S-bend. We're going to follow this river here, basically. Get out. Lap 3. Slightly right of path, we're more or less on the lines there. Flaps full, fully configured, cleared to land. Warning lights on, signs are on, runways in sight if we look around the window. I'm going to follow the RNAV guidance for now, slightly left of track. Let's correct it back. Okay, runways in sight. Should be a 3-degree path, so let's just check that there. Yeah, it's 3 degrees, so we'll go for about 600-700 feet per minute. Okay, here comes the left turn now. You can see the path here coming in. Clearance is received, we're on the glide path. We've only got 19 knots from behind, so we've got quite a high descent rate actually needed. We'll make the last part of this approach visually. It'll be 700 or 800 feet per minute as we've got a high ground speed here. Just going to let the plane come around fast. You don't want to push the plane around the final turn, it's especially a terrible thing. It can happen in general aviation, and it does happen. Is if you apply too much rudder in the direction of the turn, you actually end up stalling one of the wings because the rotation of the aircraft around the axis reduces the relative speed of that wing against the airflow, and you can basically end up in a spin situation. And when you're going 60 knots or 140 knots, very close to your stall speed, whilst on short final at very low altitude, it's nearly never recoverable, so we don't want to be doing that. Okay, I'm just going to use the RNAV system and vaguely following this PAP system as well.
$500.
Okay, so we're a little bit low, but we're on the money in terms of the happy.
100 above. $500.
This is amazing
Minimum.
how close we could get to the runway with that. Continue. So this approach, if this was full on IFR, we would have gotten to that point.
200.
It's going to come quite quickly now, since we've got a bit of slopiness here.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Touchdown. Reverse. Takes too long for these reverses to engage, but okay. Within the touchdown zones and everything. Just gonna pop out my ground charts now. Hotel Sierra, we're going to say Yankee.
Finnair 45 Bravo, taxi Yankee Golf M Mike stand 18.
Yankee Golf, Mike stand 18, Finnair 45 Bravo. So Yankee Golf, Mike stand 18. Okay, so this is Yankee, we're going to turn right now. APU's online, starting up at least. Wing lights on and runway turn-off lights also on. Don't need the terrain anymore. So Yankee Golf Mike 18. This is Mike. Then we'll look on the ground for the markings. Yeah, so this is a freeware scenery from the famous Flight Sim TO. It's actually a very good one. We have a pretty good model of the interior even, and the tower has recently just been updated. There's 18 straight ahead, APU bleeds online, and APU is available. I'm going to come up to the door. I don't think these jetways actually adjust fully, so we just need to park the door next to it. Okay. Yeah, so we're on that line there. Parking brake set, engine 2 off, watch the EGT. EGT decreasing, engine 1 off. EGT decreasing, beacon light off. Seatbelt sign off, wing light can stay on, runway turn off and taxi lights off. And the nav lights stay on. Okay, here comes the jet bridge. Look at this freeware, that's mad. Oh no, it's gone through. Still good for freeware though. Okay, we can turn on the dome lights and open the door. Bye bye passengers. What was that landing rate? Felt good. It was 291 feet per minute, coming downhill though, so you've got to remember we had a downhill slope on landing. So we needed the extra descent rate because the actual landing G-force was only 0.97, which is nice and smooth. So yeah, I'd say that's alright in the end. Welcome to Bergen, Flesland.